Hi everybody, welcome to Sam's Doing Stuff and welcome back to the wood yard. Boy, I'll tell you what, I'm really glad that I am done with that deck because as much as I enjoyed the build and everything, I'm just really happy it's done because now being back in this wood yard, it's kind of like, oh, what's the word? It's like Zen. It's just this wonderful feeling of home to be back in the wood yard and maybe do some firewood. Well, the weather we had, while it was conducive to building that deck and I got it done in 2 months, I'm also wondering, how did that affect my firewood? You know, we've had 20 days now with no rain here in Northeast Ohio, and I'm wondering, does that make my firewood season faster, or does it still need to sit for a full year before it's gonna be ready to burn? So I've got some stuff back here. Most of it, of course, all of it actually was split since we moved in, but most of it is cut more recently. There's some maple and mixed hardwoods. Then I've got some red oak, and as y'all know, red oak, any type of oak, it's gonna take a lot longer to season. Now that wood, even though it was split the same time as this maple, it is way older. So it's a couple years older. So even though it was split later, anyway, we're gonna test it with this moisture meter and we're gonna find out if drought conditions help your wood to season faster and if it's gonna be ready to burn sooner. All right, so here we have a pallet of mixed hardwood. I think most of the stuff on top is maple. And like I said, this was split probably 4 or 5 months ago in the fall. And it's been sitting out here and it's been sitting in the sun. It's been drying. There's been no rain whatsoever. So let's just get a surface reading first and see how dry the outside of this wood is. All right, so I just grabbed a piece off the top, random piece off the top, and we're gonna get a surface reading right now. See what that says. 8.4. Yeah, that seems pretty darn dry. Anything less than 19 is definitely ready to burn. All right, same piece. It was about 9% on the outside. Let's get it up here and let's see what the moisture level is on the inside. Oh my goodness. 33%. That's crazy. All right, now this entire stack here, all the way back, this is all red oak, 100%. And like I say, this was split at the same time and stacked at the same time, but the wood is way older. It's a couple years old, then I cut it up and I split it. So let's just take any random piece here, right off the front here. Let's see what the surface is. All right, we got about 6% on the outside. Split that open. And now let's see what the red oak is on the inside. 9.7, 9.5. That's high, 14. 11.7. I think that's the highest reading I've gotten, 14, almost 15. So that's about as scientific as I can be for that, and my results really tell me one thing, and that is that it doesn't matter what type of conditions you have. 20 days without rain, the wood has to sit for the right amount of time for it to be fully seasoned. That's the most important part, because you've got red oak here that is super old, and we saw how dry that was on the outside and on the inside, and you've got maple, which dries way faster than red oak, but it still wasn't ready because it hasn't had enough time. 20 days of pure sunshine and no rain doesn't amount to a hill of beans. You gotta let wood sit long enough for it to be fully seasoned. And just like that, wouldn't you know it, we talk about how dry everything is and we finally got some rain. 21 days without rain, and now we finally got a whole day and overnight. And it's supposed to rain a lot this week, so that's good. But I'm not worried about the firewood. Firewood's gotta sit. You know, think about it, structures are made out of wood and water sheds off of wood structures. So if you split up firewood, water's gonna shed off you. It's not gonna soak in there like a sponge. I don't think you even need to cover it. Just let it sit, let the sun do its job, let the wind do its job, and let time do its job. So I'm done with the deck, and I've got so much to do. All I ever did the whole time I was building that deck was mow. That's the only other job I did, and there's a lot that needs done. So I'm gonna just kind of take what's in front of me and process some firewood. It really is gonna be like therapy, you know, that zen feeling of getting some firewood done. So I've got all these logs sitting here, just gonna start at the beginning. I'm so discombobulated, I don't know where to start. Like, I think I'm gonna use this basket that I cut the front out of to throw my dad's stuff in, because then I can just take it up there and dump it. And then, you know, I would normally be working outside, but it's raining, but I've got this barn, so, you know. The chunks are over here, so let's get the splitter close to the chunks, and then kind of set things up around it. Yeah, give it a pull. Boy. Oh, that's on off. Maybe I should turn it on. You gotta be kidding me. So I still remember how to put this thing on. All right. There. Oh, I'll just pick up this pile of leftovers. Oh, that's a good feeling right there. Back at it, man. Oh, yeah. Oh, I hope you're doing what you love too. Really, you know, there's have-tos. You gotta do what you have to do first, and you can do what you want to do. I'll tell you what, next time I'm gonna remember to switch that switch over before I start pulling that cord. I can't believe it. Oh, I feel like an idiot, but everything's working. Everything's working. Me too. I've been careful. I'm using this for the lever, you know. But you know, it's not gonna be too long. I'm gonna be getting on these barns, seeing what I can do to fix them up. But boy, there's a lot of work to do, and I'm glad I'm able to do it. Hey, I appreciate you stopping by and working with me, and get out there and do something, you know, and I'll catch you next time when I am doing more stuff. See you then.